Hey. Hi, Mr. Yoon. This is for the extra credit project. Or the extra credit that you'll get for the 20 points. I'm doing option number 1. I think it's number 1. It's about the kick system. The kick system works by falling. Because if someone falls down or has the feeling of falling, they will wake up from their dream. And it's getting slightly more complicated and complicated throughout the whole entire film. And the first level, or I should start off from all the levels. Well, I'll start off with reality. Reality, everyone's in reality. Or that's how I kind of maybe see it, because I'll explain it later. But first, they're all in reality. All characters, which their names are Cobb, Arthur, Ari, and Dean. The girl, the architect. I don't really know how to say her name. We have Eames, Sato, Sato, Fisher, and Yusuf, the chemist who formulates the compound. And so practically in reality, all of them are on a plane because they rented out a first cabin, the whole entire unit, with like everything else. So all the characters' names that I just said are on that plane in the first class, so no one could get in, and they're flying from Japan, I think, to LA, and I think, I'm not too sure, I forgot the location, but it's a 10-hour flight, and that gives them enough time to extract, to plant a seed into Fisher's mind, but they will not take anything from him. So when they go down to the first level, everyone's there, and it is the chemist's dream, and the chemist is driving in a van, running away from Fisher's subconscious, because there's security all around. So he's running away from there in a van. Afterwards, second level, they go one level lower. They go inside. It starts off as a bar scene, and everyone, the people who go inside that dream are Fisher, Cobb, Arthur, the architect, Eames, and Sato, and they're all inside that dream. And inside the bar scene, this dream is important because a figure named Mr. Charles comes and introduces himself as security of his subconscious, which is totally fake, but it's used to persuade the dreamer or persuade Fisher for finding out about it, to plant the seed. And then the person who's in there is Arthur, because he's the one that's gonna synchronize he's the one inside the dream that doesn't move on to the next level. Now inside the third level, it's off inside a fortress, which is a hospital fortress. It's a hospital, but it's like a fortress, and it's hiding Fisher's the last will, as they say it, and the person who's dreaming this is Eames. They have to get Fisher inside the building in order to unlock the vault, in order to see what his father wanted him, or to see the last will. And then inside this one, it's significant because Fisher dies. Well, he doesn't really die. He gets shot by Maul, who is Cobb's wife, who died inside because she believed everything was a dream, and she thought she had to keep dying in order to get back to reality. And then it was just kind of stupid, but she is in reality, and she killed herself, so she can't come back to life anymore. So that's that. And then since Fisher died, they thought it was going to be a failure, but then since he was still alive, they could still shock him back to life. The architect who is there gets up with an idea that they're able to come back, like revive him through inside his subconscious. So they go inside again, and that's the 4th level. It starts off all in a watery, murky scene where it's Cobb's dream and Cobb's world, and he has been building it with Maul for 50 years, and he hasn't been there for a while, and everything's crumbling down, and that's that. But earlier on, Mr. Sato, in the first dream with the van, he gets shot, and he is able to survive, but then he is able to survive, and the pain gets less and less as he goes deeper inside his sleep, or deeper into his subconscious. But then there's a level below that which is called limbo, which is once you're stuck there, you can be stuck there for many years, and you can die. And the kick system comes into play in these levels because they need a kick system to bring them up from the level below, and they have to keep going up in order to do it, because I think they went down at least 4 levels or 3, depending on each person, 1, 2, or 3 levels. So in the first level with the van, their kick system is jumping, or the van will drive off a bridge and it will splash into the water, which is a free fall, which will wake up the people inside the van, and then that's their kick. Now the second level with the bar and the hotel scene, their kick system's a little more difficult, because since the van's up in the air, because the second level and the third level they feel whatever happens in the first dream. So if they're falling inside the first dream, then in the second dream the gravity shift would be off. So then, since it's a free fall and the gravity shift is off, then he has to think of a way to make him free fall in an anti-gravity place, like area. So then he gets up with this idea that he'll make them all go into an elevator. He'll blow off one of the cables, and then afterwards, so that's why it'll just be, instead of like a pulley system up and down, it'll just be it'll just have one strand, because right now it's like this, and then they blew one off, so, and now here's the unit. So if they're using like a rocket, so it'll just push downwards the whole entire elevator, and that's their kick, because then it'll be a free fall, because the elevator is going down and the bodies will stay, and then now it's a free fall. And then that's the second level, and then the third level is the hospital scene with the snowy background and everything, and the hotel, or I meant the hospital. And in that scene, what happens is their free fall is going to be they're gonna blow up the base of the hotel, or the hospital. They're gonna blow up like the base of the hospital, so that's why it'll fall, and that's their free fall in order to get back to the second level, and then second level to the first, and the first they go back to reality. But then Sato, I don't Sato, he gets into a state deeper because he was shot in the first level, and in the second level he still feels that pain. Third, it's kind of going away, but then he kind of loses it and he dies. So that's why he's inside the lowest stage, which is limbo. And then the people who live in limbo, they're just practically lifeless bodies. They have no conscience. So he gets stuck inside limbo along with Cobbs, because Cobbs is going to find Sato, but then he can't really find him. But he does eventually find him. And Maul dies. Maul dies in the fourth stage, which Cobbs is dreaming of. Cobbs is dreaming, and then Maul dies, and then Cobbs gets into a more emotional state and goes down lower into limbo, and then from limbo he meets Sato, which is now like a very old grandpa, and then in order for them to get back up, they have to either die, but if they die, they're going to be at the fourth level, which is where Maul was in Cobb's dream, and then they have to keep going up. But as the dreams go deeper and deeper, the time frame gets longer and longer. So in the first dream, it's going to be a week. Second week's going to be a month. Third dream is going to be a year. Fourth is like, I don't know, decades. And limbo is just, you are stuck there. You cannot go any lower, or I guess you can go lower, which is going to be like ultra limbo, which is kind of odd. But then that's like the lowest stage possible for them. And for them, in order for them to get back, they have to shoot themselves. And so then they shoot themselves, and then they go back up, all the way up towards all the way back up to reality. And that is it. And also I wanted to say something about what was it? Like, you know, I just wanted to tell you this, Miss Yoon, but you know Cobb's totem, the little top that spins? I was just thinking about if he said that if that was gonna be his totem, right? That's his totem, and each totem is specific and it's special to them, and they know their weight and they know like how it is. I was thinking about, like, wasn't that totem's Maul's totem? So it's Maul's, and it won't work for him. So it wouldn't matter if the top keeps spinning, or even if it keeps, or if it doesn't spin at all, because it's not his totem. And therefore it's kind of strange to me on how you can tell if it's a dream or it's not a dream, because throughout the movie, he only spins like once after the scene where he sees all the sleeping people. After he meets the chemist, he spins the top, and it falls, or he can't spin it because he's scared. There's another one after he meets the architect, and the architect is constructing it, and then Maul comes along and destroys it. He spins it there, and then he spins it, and then it stops, which is kind of strange, because that means he's not in a dream, but then that totem's not his, so he wouldn't know. And, well, there's a lot of questions about this movie. I just wanted to say that. Cancel out the 5 minutes I've been talking about, I guess. I think I was talking for about 5 minutes about the totem, but yeah, that's it. Bye. Yeah, bye.